What? What's going on, people? How you doing? This is Jermaine McKenzie with another edition of Smoking Joke. People that don't know what Smoking Joke is, y'all talking on the mic. You don't know what Smoking Joke is? It's two things I love to do: smoking cigars and joking and clowning. So, and we had a. No, already started. So anyway, what we doing here, doing the round table, we bring up topics with the comedians to make it funny. So about 3 weeks ago, we had a topic of what men want. We brought it to the table. Last week we had a topic of. 2 weeks. Last week we had a topic of what women want. I'm counting this week. And today is what we want. You know what I'm saying? This week, you know. So anyway, already starting already. Anyway, what we're going to do, we're going to bring this to the table. First, we're going to introduce the comedians. Start from the right, go around, tell your social media, and we just go from there.
Oh, comedians. It's a dude. Comedian. You don't know the answer.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
We got to be pushing.
Just say your damn name.
That's what he should have said.
Just say your name. Last week I said
this ain't MSNBC.
You don't know the difference.
Go.
Comedian Black Rose.
See?
Comedian Miss Phyllis.
Comedian Big P.
And comedian Kuntry T.
And I'm Jermaine McKenzie, and with a deep voice. Now, last week we talked about, we brought it up, what do women want, what do men want? So I'm going to bring it to the table. What do we want? And I guess we start from right to left and go from there. We have married, single. So we having we got the topics already around. I'm sorry to hit your camera. So from a male point of view, what do men want? Men.
Now, what I noticed when you were talking to the women and you were asking them what did they want, I didn't hear anything that y'all wanted. I heard what you didn't want. I heard what you didn't want.
That's a good point there, brother. Go ahead and start it off. Go ahead and set it off now.
Yeah, and the whole thing was, what this man did to me, this one did to that, I ain't gonna put up with this, I'm not gonna put up with that. And I'm waiting to hear, what do you want?
So we sounded bitter and
okay.
Well, yeah, because we men, when you ask us, when we discussed it, we didn't bash, we said, this is what we're thinking, this is what we want, this is what we're looking for. So when we ask you what you want, that's what we having dinner, tell me what you want. I don't want to hear what you want.
Tell me for real.
Okay, but one thing I did say, that we want to put God first. Now, you didn't remember that? Put God first.
Okay, but is that all you want?
But it was still in there. No, but then you also look at it and take what we said we don't want. That means add it up. And that's what
we want clarity.
Okay, right.
We want clarity.
That's
got it already.
And that's usually the problem with men. They can't clarify.
Let me jump in. Let me jump in because men are intrinsically problem solvers. We were put on this earth to be problem solvers.
Right.
If you read the Bible that you want the godly man, if you read that, it's men solving problems all through history. They put in situations and they're solving problems. And usually the men that you hear something about have solved the biggest problems. Okay? And so when you take that man, you take that same man and say, figure it out. Figure me out. You know, here's a little bit, but figure me out. Now, that's a different type of thing you're asking somebody to do. Yeah. Now, if you give me the puzzle pieces, ask me if I can put the puzzle together, hell yeah.
There you go.
It might take something in 5 minutes, might take something in 2 years, but we're going to put that puzzle together if you give me the pieces.
If you give me the pieces. But you can't say figure you out and you ain't give me the pieces to figure you out.
You gave me 2 puzzle pieces, and I'm looking at supposed to be an elephant. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I'm like, how much did an elephant with these 2 pieces?
Exactly.
So what I'm saying is
the reason why you only figured out the 2 pieces. You only looked at this little corner piece instead of looking at this corner and added up and put the stuff on in to bring it to the
see, everybody has their way of putting shit together. That goes about the communication shit. You know?
We look for clarity.
We want clarity. Look, we are very, very, very simple.
Simple.
We simple. Like I said. No, what a man only wants 4 things. He don't have it.
That's it.
Let's get these.
Food,
Yeah.
sex,
Sex.
something to do, and something to look forward to.
That's it.
Oh, wow.
Occupy the time.
Really? Now,
That's
now,
a man.
Wait, hold on. Say that again.
Wait,
No, real talk. Say that again.
A man wants 4 things
Okay.
basic to keep him happy.
Okay.
Food,
Food.
sex, something to look forward to,
And something to do.
and something to do. Occupy the time.
Yeah.
So you think about your hobby or whatever.
It's not a lot.
It's not a lot.
It's not a lot.
So we like that's why you get in the back. You know, we go in the backyard and just take it with a car, or we just go ride a motorcycle. Cause we just occupy our mind, giving us something to do. They say, hey man, next week we're gonna go ride to Daytona, or tomorrow we're gonna go smoke a cigar. We're gonna have a cookout.
And to top what Paul said, you give me the pieces and I'm gonna figure the thing out, but don't expect me to try to guess. Why do I need to guess? Guesswork when you got the pieces.
Sometimes you spell it out to guys, and they still don't. Guys don't, you know, but the average person, whether it's male or female, cannot handle the truth when you pinpoint it and straight it, just give it to them blunt. I'm a blunt kind of person.
Okay.
Really?
But right now,
Really?
but right now,
How about your boy? How about your boy?
really, because right now I don't think
You're a 3-minute man. I'll holler at you in about 2 minutes.
Hey, listen,
I don't
that
think
was
you're handling
yesterday.
the truth right now. And what we're
The
saying,
second will come
You know what
hard.
I'm saying?
we're saying,
Get one of them gas station pills and have them.
What about the gas station? What?
You know about gas station pills?
No, I didn't know about it. Wait a minute. I was
Don't worry
trying to
about it.
listen.
Don't worry
I'm
about
trying to
it.
listen to
Don't worry
somebody
about
that
it.
might be educated.
Them
But
gas
see,
station pills.
it's some pills at the gas station.
Girl, yes.
okay, but that's a man thing. Don't even worry about that.
No,
Don't
no,
worry
no,
about
no,
that.
hold on,
That's a piece of
wait a
the law
minute,
we gotta
hold
work
on.
on.
Time out.
Man,
They got that Pink Panther for the ladies.
Okay, then so okay. See, I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad
Phyllis is
at
looking
you.
like, okay, let me explain.
Well,
You
see,
need to
but
explain
see,
the
I
Phyllis.
pay at the pump.
Well, that's
Okay.
why you pay the pump. You need
You
to
might
go
need to
in
go
the
in
store.
the
I don't need to go in the store.
Don't
When
go
I
in
know, when, like I said, I pay
Don't
at
go
the
in the
pump.
store.
I
Okay.
don't always have to go in the store.
Well, see,
Girl, I got me
You read that 2 different ways.
well, see, for people that don't know, like Miss Phyllis,
on the Pink Panther, girl. You better
What
go
a
in
Pink
that
Panther
store. You better go in that store, honey.
Well, somebody said, no, man, I
Open that
need
door.
no Pink Panther, Black Panther. I don't need none of that.
all I need is a Corona.
And really, all I'm looking for is a Black Panther.
Like
Anyway,
Yeah,
let's get back
but
to
all right.
what we said,
Oh.
what do you feel about what we just said? Clarity. We telling you what we want. Clarity. Why can't
That's
you?
what it said.
Why can't you give it to us?
I have done that.
How
Because
good are
like
we
I
then?
said, I am a blunt person.
Mm-hmm.
You can't handle it. They cut you off. They don't want to hear it.
Now I'm gonna say.
Especially when you make an agreement and say, hey, let's talk about things. Tell me what's on your mind. If there's something wrong, pinpoint it right then and there. You do that, cut you off, they don't want to hear it. You try to tell them what you like and don't like.
But how you
It
telling
cuts
them?
off.
How you telling them? And when are you
And
telling them?
I
Are you
tell,
telling them?
look,
like,
now, I can get very submissive. Oh my gosh.
she can get
And
submissive.
sweet. Yes, I can.
When was that? In the 20s?
You have not known me that long.
I'm not saying
If
that.
it was the 20s,
Yeah,
30s,
yeah.
and actuality, this is the 20s.
What? Okay. Well, then, anyway,
Anyway, I believe when I have a significant other, whether it's husband or boyfriend, I am submissive. I try to cater to their needs.
Time out.
Spell
I'm
out
gonna stop you right there.
spell
I'm gonna
out.
stop you right there.
Stop
I
me,
wanna stop
brother.
you right there.
Stop me.
Okay.
What?
Sometimes you women give men something that they didn't ask for or they don't need. Just because you are submissive doesn't mean that he's looking for a submissive woman. Then he didn't ask for you to be submissive. So don't be upset if you're not respected like that.
No, it ain't about him asking. God said women.
But
are
we're
very
talking about.
submissive.
Hold on. Hold on.
Because just like I said last week, what we're doing is taking the word submissive and we're mixing it up with the word control. You know what I mean?
well, see, okay, let's
It's
break
not
that
the
down.
same
But-
word. It's not the same word.
Just because it's God said it, don't mean that man wants it.
That's true.
Man, if he don't want a
Well,
submissive
well,
woman,
maybe he's not a godly man.
then don't be with that
Got
man.
that too.
Yeah.
And that's
Don't
what
be
I'm
with
saying.
that man.
Okay,
That's
the
the
five
As simple as
submissives.
that.
To me, the five
Simple as that.
submissives.
okay, you do try to find out what your partner wants.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is where I want
And-
to go right here.
Yeah.
You try to find out, you figure out, or you talk, that's when you have those conversations, when you start meeting, you have those conversations, what you like, what you dislike, what you gonna put up with, what you're not gonna put up with, you know, what makes you happy. And you like, okay, I know who you are. You start getting to know that person, know who they are, what they want. When they're angry about something or you upset them, you try to stay away from that. You try not to do that again. You stay away from it. You try to keep, because I like that. I'm a happy person. Oh, I am. I'm a happy person. Why do you think I'm a comedian?
You cussing. You just cussing. Motherfucker, I'm on now.
That's what I mean.
See what happened.
Oh, wait a minute. You forgot your text, your 3 minute text. Oh, now you just playing. The 3 minute
That's how you
text.
gotta do it. When people mean, you gotta be like, I'm just playing.
Exactly.
I'm just playing, dog.
No, you just didn't know that I was on my toes with that 3 minutes. I was like, 3 minutes? Okay.
Oh, you was on your toes for 3 minutes?
Yeah, I was on my toes for 3 minutes. The other 7, I will not tell you.
But anyway, okay, bring that to the point. The point you said. Now you say we sitting with a man or a woman, we learning that information about
Why
what you
smell
like.
feet?
I don't know.
Oh, go ahead.
Damn. About information and all that. So what is a time period?
What's the time period?
So like, what's a time period of something? Is it 3 weeks, 3 months, 3 years?
For what? What's
To get to know that person.
You'll never fully know
Right.
anyone.
Right.
That's okay.
It's, people
And
are always
that's true.
surprises.
That's right.
Myself.
I mean,
You-
it's certain things
anybody.
like, you know what I mean, like you'll
Right.
learn their patterns.
Mhm.
You know what I mean, and the things that they like and the things that they don't like. But you'll never like know, you know, a person. It's like people who've been married 20, 25 years and you know don't know their partner.
see, a lot of people-
as far as like, you know.
Because everybody always got a secret
we've
somewhere.
watched, we've watched shows where, you know, women been married 25 years, they know her husband was a serial killer. You know what I mean?
Right,
So
right.
There
you
was some
never
red flags though.
But I'm just saying, you
Right.
never,
There was some red flags in 25 years.
no,
Believe
but
me.
it's people who've been married
Yeah.
10, 15 years and then
You
you
know,
get
I always
divorced.
think every girl I date work for the FBI.
They
Especially
put
black
us on,
women.
they
Yeah,
put
they
us
question.
over
They
in middle
question.
school and they
Yeah.
give us that little,
They question.
they give us that
You know what
little
I'm saying?
course. We got a course.
That's when y'all went to the back to the in the lunchroom and they
Mm-hmm.
put you
They
to the
pulled us
side.
back there and they was like, yeah, give us, you know,
Yeah,
a few
they
days.
give y'all
Yeah.
FBI
Give us
credentials.
a
I'm
few
telling you.
days in the cafeteria.
I woke up
with
one
all
time, she had
girls.
the ceiling fan light pointing at me, asking me questions. I said, how you move the ceiling? You know how long it took me to put that shit up there?
I
You
know.
read it that read.
Yeah, you really didn't know
I
her.
didn't know for real. All right, look.
So how did you feel
How do you
when
feel?
they come at you like that?
I don't know. I mean, you know, well, see, like I said in our first podcast, you know, the bigger the booty, the more leeway they have.
That's
And, you know,
That's
so
it.
sometimes you give leeway, you know, just like y'all do.
I think
y'all
that's
have
what you
men,
want.
y'all
I
have
think-
men.
Why
Why
that
can't
give
you
away
build
to-
up on the booty?
No,
Y'all
but
have-
That's
listen,
true.
you see how simple we are?
No, that's
Y'all
true.
have
Look,
men-
remember last week you said you not want a short. So if that short man.
Oh, I
is
was
gonna-
talking. I used the term
Okay.
as in relation to, not actually the size. Of
Okay,
the
you're right.
Oh,
so
okay.
let's go this. The way he said a big booty woman has leeway.
Mhm.
Does a short dick man or a big dick man have leeway?
Hello.
What you?
Talk to me.
Yeah, if they come at me right.
So if that man,
No.
no, that's
I'm
quick.
I'm gonna tell you the
That's
truth.
quick.
No,
That's
See, we
quick.
keeping it real.
That's
Keep it
quick.
real.
Keep it real.
Okay.
You
Look,
got a nice
I
family.
had
Black.
both.
And you're throwing it right.
Black.
You
Okay.
got
I
more
had
leeway than the
You
one
know
who
what,
don't.
though? It's not always about
The size of the penis.
Okay, no. Okay, let's go back to the conversation we
Hold on,
had.
because the reason I'm saying it's not always about that either. It's like you guys are right because like I
You
dealt
guys
with
are
a
right.
dude. No, I'm saying you guys are right because I dealt with a dude and I let a lot of things slide because he was very financially stable and he took care of me
There you go.
financially. And I'm like, well, if I'm not with him, then you know these bills not gonna get paid like I want
Keep
to.
it real like a
We can't go
motherfucker. I
on
love it.
vacation
That's-
like I
that's-
want to. So I'm gonna let them late night phones.
There you go. Right.
Is he still available?
He may be. I don't
But,
know.
but if we was a cashier at Walmart, you wouldn't have put up with that
No, no,
shit.
no,
So
There
that's
you
what
go.
men
Keep it
do.
real.
We put up with. We are more physical. I mean, more we like to see, we visual. We like to see a nice.
Y'all don't put up with y'all hanging out with your fellas and gone and rapping. You ain't putting up with a lot of stuff.
Well,
and that's where
That's where you're wrong.
That's what age
If a man, especially an older man, if a man with a skank, he knows he with a skank, and he want to be with a skank.
He knows it's the purpose.
Right, there's a purpose for her to be in his life at this time. If we ain't trying to fool nobody, we know that.
Well, can't you just tell them they're skank? You
What?
skank.
She knows she's a
She
skank.
knows she's skank.
That's why we together.
She might not
That's
know
why we
that.
do.
She might have women
She
like
might not know that.
ambitions. She might have wife
Well,
ambitions.
it ain't my fault she don't know she's skank. That's something she gonna have to help herself to. She need to look in the mirror and be self-analyze and say, hey, am I this way or am I really a skank?
So,
Hey,
when you
I'm not
with the woman, do
disrespecting
you
skank.
evaluate yourself as are you that man or a man
We already know.
or the thug or the piece
So we know when we
or
go
the
into
side
the
piece?
This is what he just
What?
said.
We know ourselves when we go into a
Yeah,
situation.
we know ourselves.
We know our, now we
Y'all because y'all dominate the situation.
no. We know when we go into
Y'all
the
dominate the
situation.
situation.
We know. And here's a man. A man has two categories. A man thinks he's either going to be a player or husband.
There you go.
Point blank. Period.
There it
That's
is.
only two.
Yeah.
He's only going to be a player or husband. He could be a turner player or a turner husband. But he knows that. Now he puts it out there. Hey, I just want to. Hey, look up, girl. Look, we gonna just hook up.
Not all of them now.
But-
all of them are not. Some of them do.
Some of them
And
are
we
switch around.
I know we're
But
being
that's what
general.
common.
I'm just saying we're being general, but let's be real. It's a lot of dudes, like you said, who players and their husbands. They're players, but they're husbands. It's like you trying to be something that you're not. You a good dude.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You're
you
really
trying
a
to
good
be a
dude.
thug,
You
But
shouldn't be trying to be a husband.
you're trying to be somebody
Well,
that you're
okay,
not.
that's when y'all got to figure it out. You know, that's a piece of the puzzle too.
There it is.
That's what you know. We sit back and we say, hey,
No. We should figure out something. Okay, you give us all these words to make us think that we are the one, that we are it. But then you go out there and you play.
Well, that's a different
That's it.
conversation.
That's
I hear what you're
right,
saying.
right.
Well,
See, you're
Yeah,
not
that's what I'm
talking.
saying.
You're not
Right.
talking to a man right there. See,
Right.
a man, most men, a man will give you the lay of the land up front. What we talking about is if you
Well, it
if
ain't
somebody
that many men
approach you,
around.
well, hold on, somebody approach you and say, hey, we just wanna screw around. We just
Have
want
fun,
we just
the
want
club, you know, we meet, and it also
Okay.
depends on how you meet that person in the situation. You meet somebody in the club, yes, I ain't
But
gonna say
you-
you're not gonna be.
But as a
But
man,
most
you gotta
likely
give the
it's a
woman
sexual
most likely.
relationship.
right.
It's not
But
gonna be
you
a-
gotta give a woman the opportunity to say yes or no to that.
That's
Right.
true.
That's what a
That's
man
true.
will
Yeah.
do.
That's what,
That's what a man will do. So you don't want nobody running game. That's what we call game. To be
Going
quite
back
honest.
to
So
what
when
I
you
said.
say to those,
You lay it out there and
Right.
say, hey, this is the situation. And I believe that, like you said, this is my situation. Can you deal with it? And put it out there. And at the time, some women, no, I want to change him. I want him to
Right,
be I want him to be
yeah.
Brad Pitt. I want him to be the
Yeah,
girl,
yeah,
the
yeah,
guy that I
yeah.
met that's on Instagram or whatever,
Uh-huh.
whatever. You know, and then you start trying to change the guy. We get frustrated and automatically we
Pull back. That's what we do. Now, what we
A
doing
lot
is.
of guys don't
but
just,
hold on,
just
but
name straight
what
out.
we doing
that-
is
Well-
we telling you
That's who
what
they
we're
are,
thinking.
what they are.
Right
No, they
now,
don't.
you can believe it or not, but you're wrong if you don't believe it because
It
we're
is.
men telling you
They
what
tell
we're
you
thinking.
it.
Y'all are the
It is,
three that's
honey.
representing the many that's out there.
No,
I'm representing
no,
No, wait,
no.
I know, but that's what I'm
No,
saying.
no,
So
no,
who's
no.
thinking
Let me say
this
this,
right
'cause I
now
want to say this.
No, we're not.
in this group?
It's the funniest thing
Okay.
ever.
Uh-oh.
Okay, and I'm speaking as you know from a married perspective. Okay, and I'm a newlywed, so this is new to me. This
How
I've
long
been
you
in
been
long term relationships, but marriage, of course, is new. Okay,
Mhm.
so my husband, the biggest purchase that we made as a married couple was a bed. Now we have cars and jewelry and all that, but the biggest thing that we've ever spent the most money on is our bed. And when they told us how much this bed was gonna cost, I was like, "Are you kidding me?" And my husband said, "Listen, I want rest and I want peace. That's what I want. I spend all this money on this bed because this is
We in the show right now.
Rest. Right there you
We
go.
in the show right
We got it
now.
right there.
A man-
Yeah.
The salesman was like,
What
hell
you
yeah,
want?
rest in peace, sir. Sign right here.
Right here, my
Sign
man.
right
I feel
here.
you.
I want rest in peace
I
too.
was shocked.
But
I'm
see how
serious,
simple that
though,
is,
but I'm
though.
just saying, but that's what I was saying. I was like, what? Like, are you serious?
But you,
Like,
he paid the premium. He paid financially the premium for peace.
Right, but that's
So we don't.
because that's what he
That's what he wants.
values.
There
Okay,
you go.
That's what he values, and you know the man that you value. Like you see these dudes with these rims and these big cars. You see them doing the jewelry and the
That's
Jesus
what they value.
pieces. You have to see what they value.
But see, that goes back to what a man wants. He wants something to do. What he's doing is being flashy for the woman, the skis or whatever he trying to get.
Right.
Because the shiny rims are gonna get.
Why the four fingers and skeezer had to come this way?
Because you know what? That's why we finish. But
Don't do that.
I wasn't gonna say it. Right, so I wasn't gonna say it either. I wasn't gonna say it.
No, but I know.
Because I look like this right here, and I can't.
No, you right. I was going to the mic.
This way.
I was going that way.
This
Yes, I was on that. He did point your
Right,
right.
you know, he was all skis.
No,
You
know
let
My
to
thing
you.
is just like
She'll
you
let
said,
to
man,
you.
the
Bro,
bait
you
you
slip that
use,
shit right over there.
the bait you use
fuck.
depends on the fish you gonna catch.
That's true. Who you, and it says who
You
you.
damn right with that. Now you damn right because again, we all have that certain person. I used to test this with a lot of women I come around. Everybody got that person. You might have a top 10. Them first 2 guys in your top 10, you'll fuck them regardless. They can say cross left,
There you go.
right.
There you go.
You have 2 dudes on that list that you would just
Hit
drop
it.
it all.
Hit it.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
Hey,
drop
let's
it
go.
like that,
Drop
right?
exactly. The middle dudes, you're going to test them out. You know, they're going to have to take you to Red Lobster.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? Take you to
Listen to that
Ben and
conversation.
Jerry's. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Put some work in. Them last 2 dudes,
Getting played.
they tuning your car up.
They
You know what I'm saying?
play.
They trying to wash your car, cut
Right.
your grass.
Right.
And
All
you
that.
ain't even thought about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, paying phone
After
bills.
after you went through
Thank
the whole
you, bro.
line, you be like,
It's dead.
I can
Thank you, bro.
call Jerry. He gonna come over here and cut my grass.
And believe me,
You know that.
we know who we
No,
are.
I go from the top 2 up.
We know who we
I don't
are.
listen to that bottom.
We know how hard we gotta work.
Yeah, exactly.
We know what we gotta do.
But no, that goes
Start
back.
from the bottom.
That goes back to us saying
Start
we
from the bottom.
doing,
Hey, you here?
we doing what we do.
Yeah, it's
You know,
simple.
we know
We
what
are
we
very
do.
simple.
But think about it like
Oh.
this: every guy you talk to, every guy you approach or approaches you, you're gonna
Separate
put
that
him on a
feeling.
scale on that list. You're gonna immediately see and say, okay, if he say the right stuff, he gonna get some ass. If he might mess up, okay, well this dude right here, I might get,
put him
you
in the
know,
friend zone.
he a friend, you know, I ain't
No,
gonna mess with
right.
him.
Well,
Friend
you know what?
zone, yeah.
You know what he
Let me tell
do.
you what my
And
wife
that friend
told
zone
me.
is a bad
Let me
thing
tell
to
you
get
what my
out
wife
of.
told me. My wife said that we already know
Who you
who we
Yeah.
fucking.
That's it.
We already done made our. We meet you. We know when I'm.
That's up to us to change
right.
your mind.
Right.
We already know.
It's up to
We
you to
already
change
know.
my
It's up-
mind. You can run your mouth and talk yourself
I'm
out of
just
some pussy.
listening to
Okay?
you.
Some pussy. Because we already done made up our mind.
Yes or no? Yes.
Okay?
We done made up our mind. We know from the
That's
floor,
true.
From the floor, like,
There it is.
You done
That's true.
sized them up. You done seen it.
Uh-huh.
You done looked at his thumb.
And when men, we keeping it real. If we keeping it real,
Uh-huh.
men will give all y'all a chance.
Ain't lying. We would.
Hey, look
Why
at us at the
not?
party. We watching
The easiest catch.
everyone.
Don't
And
you ain't trying to
then
work
at
too
2 o'clock
hard.
in the night, we say, damn.
making your
You know what? You know what? That one over there, she might be big bone, but
Uh-huh.
you know what? Hey, honey.
just not in
That's
there.
when you call that skank at 2. You know who you can call at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Don't you?
Okay.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Until you move yourself out
Right.
of the 2 o'clock zone.
There it is.
Okay.
Thank you.
All you gotta do is shut it down one time.
I've been to
like
jail.
you say,
Now that's
hey,
true.
I've been to 2 o'clock in the
What
morning,
the
dude.
hell you got?
I've been
I'm calling
there.
at 2
I knew who I
o'clock.
was. I knew who I was. I go in and I come back out like a robbery. In and out.
I've been to midnight pork chop.
Hello. There you go. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Ain't
People,
nothing wrong with
if
that.
a woman
Y'all
wants
ain't
to
never
eat some
got no
pork,
cook the pork chop.
and never get the pork before 2 o'clock in the
She
morning.
had
She
had a
late
cookie
eaters.
She ain't had no sense.
There are a
She
lot
had
of
no
late
cookie
eaters
for
out
me.
there.
She don't work in.
cook. She don't
You know.
cook.
Ain't
Could
nothing
you
wrong
book-
with a midnight pork chop.
All right, look. Second question, though.
That's a white
We're going to go from there. Does age matter to the
Yes.
singles?
Yes.
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 Elaborate on that.
I prefer to deal with the older man.
When you say older, how much older?
My husband's 7 years old.
Okay, but hold on. When you say deal, define deal.
He robbed the cradle.
Okay? Yeah, right. He would teach.
How much older?
How much?
FBI.
How about you?
Yeah, he got the embryo.
I have a
He
range.
hit the cradle. He got the cradle.
Oh, yeah,
My God. Older man.
What's your age range?
20, 30,
Get right, Paul.
7, 20.
Get right, Paul.
Hold yourself. But no, to me it just. I guess it's because of the way I was raised too. I have uncles, a lot of uncles. My dad had a lot of brothers, and my mama had brothers, and I had like 17 first cousins. You know what I mean? And so it was just like, having an older dude and being able to see, like, my grandfather was around, so I got to see, how he did it. Like,
Values.
granddaddy,
Okay, no, but when you say deal, what do you mean deal? In other
what
words,
you mean? Like, okay.
in other words, deal with a younger dude or fuck a younger dude. It's a big difference
It's a
between
deal.
that.
I wouldn't. When I sleep, I slept
that
with
was-
a dude
that-
younger
it's
than
different.
me.
How young?
He was 10 years younger than me
Okay.
at the time.
You are. How old are you now? 20.
Say it again.
Somebody comments that older men penis don't work.
And
Okay,
see,
okay,
that's
that's
why
another thing.
he's been asking me a
That's
question,
another-
and I have not yet to
She
get
had-
the answer
I
yet.
want to. Okay.
So, therefore, in 2, okay, I'm getting older, so my age is backing up. It used to be 10 to 12 years older, but it's done back up that they can't be no more than 5 years older than me because half of them on high blood pressure and the shit ain't working no more.
Okay.
So, and I'm still
And the
active
VA only
or
gives
thinking
4
about it,
Viagra
and then,
a month.
but, So what now?
I said the VA only give you about 4
The
Viagras
VA.
a month.
See, and if you got,
Somebody chopping their
and
ass.
see, and I'm not gonna be with no man on Viagra and got to get up in the middle of the night because the shit won't go down, and I gotta take him to the hospital and sit there in the emergency
You might
room.
need to chop yours
So
in
no,
quarters.
huh?
You might need to chop them joints in quarters. Take that
That's why you
Hold
told.
up,
This goes too high.
But see, I don't know
Paul, he
nothing
goes to
about
the
that.
hospital.
Look, that's why you got to go inside the
That's
convenience
the
store.
VA.
That's why she got to go inside the convenience store. Get
But
them
see, I don't know.
His dose is way too high.
But see, I don't know that. I don't know about this Viagra. And
Then
I
you
know
gonna
I
need,
heard.
then you need to
But
go
that's
do
why I
some
said my
research on
lip.
it.
But the one day we start talking about your high blood pressure pills, I want to know the dosage on that. So
You need to go to the gym. You need to go work out.
yeah, and that makes a
No,
difference.
that makes
too.
a difference sexually. You work out, you go to the gym.
What the hell they doing over
I
there?
don't know. They doing some.
They ain't
No,
listening
I'm
to
gonna
us.
read his
They
blind.
ain't listening to us.
I know. Oh no, they talking about. If
What did they say?
They talking about old man penis don't work.
Paul, what kind of fans you got?
But it's not always
What kind
that.
of fans you got?
Because
out there, Paul?
it-
My
I
people
had-
talking about this.
I had an uncle in the
They ain't doing
80s.
no penis
And
sizes.
he got to
in
come
my
out the
time.
room. I tried. You go to the bathroom, and the girl said, "Go upstairs in the bathroom." So I'm trying knocking on the door. Ain't nobody like. They go, "Hey man, hold on." That sound like my uncle.
Uncle Swing.
He 80 something. He was 80 something.
Uncle Swing.
And I was like,
Yeah, boy.
and the chick that came out for 20 years younger than him.
There
I
you
was
go,
like,
baby. Ain't nothing wrong with
She
it.
got that SS chick.
That's it.
And some-
Ain't nothing wrong
hey,
with
he
it.
won't
She
take
also
no
got the
pills and
word.
nothing.
Hey, look.
So,
Got to work. Hey,
That's fucked
got
up.
to work.
I know.
Worms.
If the
He
worms
ain't
are,
shooting sperm,
the
motherfucker,
worms
shoot
are
worms.
swimming,
That's fucked up. She ain't gonna have a baby. Yo, fucking worm, a big ass alligator or something come out of that. That's fucked up, country. Come on now.
Oh gosh.
Shoot.
Paul.
So anyway, with age,
Ask Abraham if them old sperm work.
Hey, one of your friends, man. What y'all talking about?
Abraham.
Y'all having a totally different conversation than what we having over here.
okay, we gotta bring this back.
Man, she said you gonna have worms.
Now, see, I can deal with Abraham long as he ain't trying to just really make a
Worms.
baby. Want to see a baby come out. Shit,
Yeah,
I done done that. I was
Worms.
40 when I had my child. Shit, it hurt.
It hurt like mud.
Like I'm on. Shit, that was
Sir.
the end for me.
Okay.
What?
Second question. We talked about that. Could you date a gold digger? Me.
I was
Me.
like, I ain't dating
Me.
no
No,
gold
I
digger. I'm a
Me.
skeezer now. What the
What
hell?
Maybe you need to change
That's a
seats.
man.
I know. Oh, can you switch? Can you switch with
I
me?
gotta agree.
I'm on the
That's
man.
it. I was.
You trying to get a message to her as a son.
No,
She
no,
gonna
no.
piss you off?
No.
Cause she reading the late lines
She
over
reading
here.
late.
There it is. There it is.
I mean, I'm wondering if I'm bisexual and ain't nobody Somebody told me.
Okay,
What the hell?
okay,
Okay, hell no.
That's another question.
Don't ask me that shit.
That's
I'm
another-
about to punch you in the damn
Ask
throat.
Oh, okay,
you can't help it. The shit. I'm feeling you over here. That shit personal.
Y'all got this bad personal.
Country T, would you date?
He's still pointing at you though.
When I date a woman,
I ain't do nothing right.
you said when I date a woman,
Mhm.
I serve fur burgers. I do not eat them.
Ooh.
Fur burger.
You have to have fur on it nowadays. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, that's a topic like that.
Next time, right here on
Let's stop
Smoking
it.
Joe.
Yeah, you got me wrong too.
Yeah.
Put the single.
Fur burger.
We put it out on the table now.
Don't put that shit on the
Put it
table.
on the table.
Give me a cigar.
Oh,
Don't
you
put that
still
shit on the
shaving
table.
during the pandemic?
Oh, okay.
Oh, you still shaving?
Hey, Country, y'all good over there?
Let me get, yeah, go ahead.
I mow the grass. I mow the
Y'all
lawn.
I'm not gonna thank you.
You been mowing the lawn during the pandemic.
But I
Clothes
do
and
not.
shit?
Yeah, but I do not. Don't pick it all. We don't scalp it.
Man,
How many of y'all still doing booty calls during the pandemic?
Oh no,
Leave
no,
that
no,
It's
COVID-19.
called
no,
COVID creeping.
Leave
no.
that COVID-19 penis alone.
We got a lot of noise over there.
I'm trying to find a Modelo.
Penis alone.
Listen, y'all gotta excuse me for a moment. I drink certain things, okay?
Oh,
Okay.
So what we on now? What topic are we on now?
I don't even know.
Fur burgers.
We was back on. We was
Okay,
back
so
on.
you say he's a bougie. What's wrong with a bougie?
There's nothing wrong with
What's a
bougie.
bougie?
I'm bougie.
Ain't nothing.
Well,
I
wait,
mean,
go back.
if y'all talking about,
I'm country bougie.
so you just wait a minute. He just took the message unsimple.
Look at what he did.
He called you bougie.
He called me bougie.
Yes, he did.
You bougie?
Because you wanted Modelo. You want what you
I
want.
want what I want.
What's
And
wrong
he
with
just
that?
no.
Oh, you
Simple.
Simple.
Simple. See what I'm
I
saying?
see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
What that was?
You called that one, bro.
I said he was bougie. He liked what he want.
But Black Rose.
This skeezer just told you.
I'm a skeezer now. I'm a skeezer now.
Didn't you hear what I said? I said this skeezer just told you.
You did call her that.
You did say no.
You did call
I
her.
didn't call her a skeezer.
She still ain't answered the question.
Oh, what's that?
What?
Exactly.
Women.
As a Christmas, last show.
I want men to prove that they simple. He just unproved
No,
that.
proof. No, your man. The kind of man you
Oh.
want. What kind of man do you want? Like you personally.
You
I
gotta
want
have
a
the-
man.
If he walked
that-
through this door, this is what he would have. If he walked.
Right. Yeah, here's what that.
Alright.
I'm gonna take you and have another Modelo.
Well, I want a
That's what I'm
man
gonna take your
that
ass.
care about himself.
Sometimes you gotta get what you can get.
Yeah, I know. But you get
But see, I
can't
ain't
get
do that either.
Sometimes you gotta settle.
You can't be
I
bougie.
know.
Okay,
I want
that's
one
another
that
question.
care about
Hold on, I
himself.
want her to answer this question.
A one that, you know, if he's on medication, trying to get off medication, want to take care of his body.
Abraham.
No, not just one that just lay back and lazy.
Amen.
When I said let's go for a walk, let's go for a walk. Let's
With
be
his
healthy
walker. With his
together.
walker. He got a walker. He's gonna go for a walk.
I'm about to slap the shit out of you.
Turn me on, right?
I'm gonna stop.
Oh my goodness.
You like it rough, don't you?
They don't say turn me on.
No, that's what you must like it, bro. You liking
Yeah,
that.
you know what I'm saying? But anyway, answer the question.
Next on Smoking Joke.
Answer the
I
question.
don't know. Tell you like
S&M. Okay.
Or give me this.
Domination.
Or give me this.
No, ain't tying my ass up. No.
Where were we?
So, they wanted me to ask what I want. If you walk in the door, what I like.
What? Okay.
He looks good. He look like he take care of himself. He knows how to talk. He's educated. Knows how to talk to me. All about supporting me. Not downing what I'm doing.
Hold on.
Let her finish. 'Cause she got the roll.
Uplift, huh?
Okay, I was gonna go on. I gotta let you finish.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Stay over there.
Uplift me in what I'm doing, not knock it all down. Or if he gonna knock it down, not in a negative way, but tell me somehow to bring it positive to make me better.
So do you communicate that too in the beginning?
Yes.
Do you communicate? How is your communication going? Like if people say, if he comes up to you and say, I can't do this, what will be your response?
I can't help you.
Okay, that was simple.
He said, I can't do this. That means right there, he can't, he's not for me.
That's true. That's
You got a bottle
That's true.
opener over
That's
there?
true. Yeah.
Use this mouth right here.
We work that, bro.
You can't do that.
Okay, but now, what he was saying,
I
okay,
suck. I don't
I'm
pop.
gonna tap in
Oh,
on what
we
you
gonna
man
turn this
said.
one.
Okay,
You
stop.
said-
Oh,
you
I
said-
done open up.
Oh, damn it now. Hold just a damn minute. Say that again for the camera.
Somebody asked, what do you bring to the table to get that type of man?
There you go.
What do I bring to the table? About the same. The same of what I asked
About the
for.
same or the
About
same?
the
No, the
Okay.
same.
Okay.
The same what I asked for, really.
Not me.
Now here's a trick question to that, right? Because however old you are, like for me,
I'm
45.
57, baby.
You've been with you for. I'm gonna just use me. So I've been with me for 45 years. I know me. I know how I do shit, when I do shit. You know what I'm saying? All that kind of stuff. If you want somebody that's giving the same, you trying to figure that out in 2 minutes. When it took you 45 years to get like this. So sometimes some of those things have to be developed through
That's what I said,
relationships.
time
You
frame.
know what I'm saying? So it's almost like building a house. Like some things are foundational. But there's some things I know I just can't deal with.
Yeah.
Those things are foundational to me, and so we'll start there and then build the house from there. Once we go out a little bit, once we fuck a little bit.
Okay, well, so
But if you
wait.
say you can't, and
Well-
pretty much you won't, then you ain't gonna
Okay.
be for me.
That's true.
Right. And
Let's
get back to that question.
And,
That's
and so the question is, do some of the things you were talking about,
Well,
are
you
all
will
those foundational, or do you think some of those can be?
I mean, you got
Oh,
some of you got to
saying?
work to know anyway.
Right.
Okay.
You
So
can't. You ain't gonna know that as soon as that person walk in the
True.
door.
So you're looking for
Yeah.
appearance and then afterwards. So what are some of your, like you said, foundational things that you're willing to work on or willing not to work on?
Right.
You know,
Oh,
you say this guy can't or can't.
This gotta be in place.
Got to be
He
there.
gotta look good.
He got
You know what I'm saying? Like,
do we have
Or does that be a
Okay,
God-fearing man?
look good don't always mean if he just tall and light skinned. He could be short
Light
and dark
skin?
Oh,
skinned.
talking about
Light
light
skin?
skin,
Light skin?
No,
Tall,
I'm just
light
saying.
skin?
I'm just
No,
saying.
y'all
That's
heard it, right?
That's
Tall,
no.
light skin.
Tall, light
No,
skin.
I
She made it
said
very
you
clear.
can tell.
Thank
All
you,
light
baby.
skin.
You're acting like the average man right
Yeah.
now. You're not listening to
No,
me.
no, no, we
What
did
I
listen
just
to you.
said, I
I just
said
said
it
thank
does
you,
not
baby.
mean that.
I'll be sure.
Hold on, okay.
That's not always what it means.
Okay, hold on. Can I say this?
No,
Hold
you
on.
can't.
No, no,
I
no,
ain't finished.
no, 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 no.
Cause I ain't
We gonna let you
finished. And that's
Later
right
on
there.
Smoking Joe.
Right there.
No, but we're
Later
just
on
saying.
Smoking Joe.
That's why God gave Deborah
No, no, no.
the part to be a judge.
Listen to
So
what the
nobody
brother-
cut
listen
her
to the
off.
brother-
But go ahead. You
listen
gotta
to the-
listen to
no.
the brother. Go ahead. But you can't listen to the sister. Go
No,
ahead.
but see, that is the
What's
issue
that?
right there. You're not listening to what he just said.
I
Okay?
answered him.
No, that's the way he see it. What you just said.
But I repeated it.
But hold on. But
Then I repeated it.
we're not talking about that. We're talking about where a man thinks. What you just said. I took it the same way. He took it the same way. You like light-skinned men.
No, but did not. But hold up. But when I see what you thought and what you thought I said, did I not come back and clarify
So
it?
you can't clarify.
So you can't
Clarify
get
it.
So I'm gonna
But
communicate to make sure
But he
that
still
we
gonna
on the
be
same
stuck on what you said.
page.
He
He
gonna-
still is
I'm
stuck
gonna make
on
sure
what.
we on the same
But
page.
he's stuck
still
on what
stuck
you
on what
said.
you said
It came out
originally.
real
He not
smooth.
gonna- He not
But
gonna.
You like
It's
light-skinned men.
It's like when people,
you like
you know, when
light-skinned
women.
But that's
when
how
women-
we're gonna handle it after the show.
There you go.
So,
So
and
you
it-
don't
and-
like-
but
We
you-
ain't mad at you.
But you didn't hear what I said.
Everybody
That's what I'm
has a
saying. You
preference.
stuck on that. But
Like
listen,
right.
this is in part. Listen to what the woman said. I also said short, dark skin. I was starting
Short,
to
dark
name,
skin.
not you.
Oh, you done
Starting.
engaged man. Hope.
He gonna call us skeezer. Again, right, again. Somebody call us skeezer.
So,
Go ahead.
so listen. That was in part of what I was saying. The communication. When we talked about the communication.
Mm-hmm.
Listen to the whole thing and evaluate. Don't just pick one part.
But as I
Listen
said
to
before,
the whole, not the little.
but
That's why I
Alright.
said I don't want the
Okay.
little. I want the big.
But,
Okay.
but as men, we tell you again, as I said before, you tell us things that we don't need to hear.
Yeah, we
Okay,
Too
you get
much information.
that's too much information.
we simple. Keep it
It's
simple.
very simple.
Keep it
It's
simple
very
with
simple.
us.
You want us to go back and hear everything I said. No, make your point in the beginning. Say what you say. Mean what you say. And
But
say it
then
clearly.
that's in also too. That's in accepting who you're dealing with.
No, but that's how men think. I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah, we think.
Don't try to change what I'm saying.
No, I ain't
telling
changing
you.
it, but
But I'm telling you how we thinking.
We think
You
we
tell me how
are
we
simple.
thinking.
We
It's
are
simple.
primitive.
Primitive.
Not all are like that.
No, we can be built up. No,
Not all
Again.
are like that.
Again, people listen to me.
So,
Listen to
some
me.
of them
If you
married.
haven't grown,
We are telling
you
you,
got to. What you said, Paul?
for whatever
Some of them married
reason.
already.
Yeah.
You can't have them.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's what that is. That's what that is. Just, are you
Lost
married
that.
tonight?
Huh? Am I married? No, I'm not married. I'm not married.
I see. Go ahead.
Oh, the mother.
You're not hearing it. We're very simple. We're very
Only
simple.
one.
We're very simple. Sometimes when you women talk, you give us so much information. I ain't even ask you that. I want to hear that. I don't need
Some
to hear
men
that.
do the same thing.
I'm not saying that we don't. I'm not
Some
saying
men
we
do
don't.
the same thing.
I'm not
But
saying we
it's
don't.
all about when you dealing with a person.
Okay.
You get to know them. You see how they do. So then that's when you know you got to pay more attention to what they're saying, versus somebody that like sometimes I'll listen to a long story. Then sometimes I don't feel like listening to a long story.
Like today.
Get to the point.
Like today.
No, that's not. I'm.
No, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
No,
Don't do it. Don't do it.
No.
Don't.
You see his head swell.
It's hot.
feel like
Yeah,
motherfucker.
yeah, okay,
It's hot
okay.
in here. It's hot.
See, you and I, we can talk and it's personal. You tell.
It's hot as a person. I don't know.
And this is kind of
Yeah,
now
you
this
should
right
keep on trying.
here.
That's 10 minutes, baby.
This right here, love to stir you up.
I can't-
Now
Who
right
me?
here,
Who you? Shut up,
you-
man.
yes,
We know.
just
Not
want
me.
to get somebody go.
No.
This is
But
what
no,
you
not me.
This is what I can't do.
Yeah, when you did that,
Not
that's what you
me.
mean.
Not me. I don't like
Gonna
that.
stir it up, want you to argue, want you to
No, I don't do that.
all
No. I have to have peace. Peace.
Well, prove it.
I just did.
All we trying to say
You
is
bullshitting right
No,
now.
no,
we're
bullshit.
very simple. And when we tell you that we're simple, don't complicate it because we're very simple.
What you gonna do?
That ain't peace.
Nigga be yelling, and be like,
What
baby,
you
I
gonna
want peace.
That's it. I want peace.
All you did was get quiet.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Is that not simple though, but
That was simple. I
But
want
you know
peace.
what?
I
It's
want
like,
one.
But that's after he done stirred up the pot.
But then at the end,
He
we'll
should
see.
not see if you were
burying the cigar.
when you
I want peace.
communicating.
Look, you give me
You're
a
not
book.
supposed to
This is
stir it
peace.
up and then just
That's right.
come
See?
back and sit back and chill on it. Just to get that person all hyped
That makes it
up.
exciting.
Nah.
But let
You
me
should have.
say
It
That makes it
should
exciting.
have
You
been
know what I'm
this
saying?
from the jump.
No,
Look, one of his people said, and I just said this, right?
Uh-huh.
Most women want a certain type of man, but they're not the type of woman for that man.
There you go.
And that's what, and I think a lot
That's
of
where
times
you went last
it's like
weekend.
that. It's that being evenly yoked. Point blank and period. Like you have to be able to calm him. Like of course y'all can't be in a relationship. You don't calm him and he don't
Right,
calm you.
right.
It's like
It's gonna be hot sex, but then after
sometimes
that,
That's it, yeah.
after that, it's
You
like
know, you gotta go.
the
Don't fight.
passion is
No,
there.
that's
right?
Yeah,
on.
passion is on.
It might not even be hot sex because I keep the fan on.
But I'm just saying,
well,
it's
cool.
cool.
I keep the air
I'm a
conditioner.
sweat.
I keep the air conditioner.
I'm a
in my
sweat
mouth.
right there.
So you know.
You gonna get your sweat in for a good.
Let me ask you something. Do you have a lot of brothers? Okay, so you see them. Okay, so right, so you seen how they think and what they go and
Right,
how
yeah,
they
like,
look. I can tell that.
You see it on the other side.
I
And
can
it's
sense
just
that.
Like, it's like this, you know. Don't get me wrong. I've been in my share.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? Of problems.
Uh-huh.
I've had my share of it.
So,
And
no,
it was
time.
like it was
Yeah.
like now okay. I've been engaged
Tamara.
5 times.
Good to see you.
Wow.
Girl.
Okay.
Okay. Married only this once.
So.
But I've always fashioned myself after finding the man who compliments me.
Bam.
Because I don't want it's not even about settling. I don't want all the drama. I don't want to deal with none of that. I don't want to deal with none of that. Like I said, I watch my cousins baby mama drama.
Okay.
I watch my cousins come, you know what I'm saying, to grandma's house with trash bags full of stuff.
Uh-huh.
Had the police, you know, bring my cousin because she done put him out in the middle of the
We don't
night.
need all
So
the
we've
stories.
seen that.
You much information.
Hold on,
Yeah,
somebody sitting at home like, damn, man. Police started to come.
Everybody knows she talk about me.
You know my cousin that was at the house selling the weed. You know what I'm saying?
Somebody on Facebook right now.
Uh-huh.
Who you talking about?
When you got 17,
Gotta be
male
talking about.
cousins, first male cousins, you've seen a lot, you know, and I've seen what not to do. I've seen what not to get myself involved in. You know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
one of the
Because it's
questions.
like, I don't want to be a part of that.
Okay, one of the questions is what stopped you, or what the things that you couldn't deal with that broke up the engagements? What are some of the things that you said I can't deal with, or did you ever get to that point?
Yes, definitely. Cheating.
Okay.
But cheating isn't always a deal breaker either.
Okay, bring that to the table.
We're
Gonna bring that to the table. Go ahead.
We listening.
And cheating isn't a deal breaker because what am I doing or not doing? You know what I mean? Because men, they're emotional too. They need affection. Attention. They need attention. They want to be needed. If a man don't feel like you need him, he gonna find somebody who can talk to. And see me, a physical relationship I can deal with more than the emotional relationship.
Did y'all hear what she just said? Keep it real.
Telling me about you, telling me about your dreams, your aspirations, what kind of relationship me and him got. I got more issue with that because you just sharing a part of yourself with her. And I don't want that. Now you go to the club, you out with your boys and y'all chilling, you meet a girl, you know what I'm saying, you go back, you smash or whatever, you know, she go, he smashed, okay, but you don't know nothing about nothing.
You don't need those last words.
You know what I'm saying? That's physical.
But now,
you know, it happened. I wasn't listening. I was working too hard. I was concentrating on this over here. I was traveling for comedy. I had this going on or whatever. I need to pay attention to him just like he has to pay attention to me. So it's not just one sided. We can't think, he don't have no feelings. He don't want to be hugged. He don't want to be talked to. Damn. I told you, one of my husband's love languages is quality time, and the other one is physical touch.
You know this geezer. Skeezer's got feelings too.
Skeezer need love too.
That's it.
Give it up, baby.
30 minutes, you gotta go to the house, Skeezer. I'm gotta go to work. It's 4 o'clock. But look. But what you saying too? I think men are looking for 3 types of women in his life. 3 types of women in his life. He's looking for a girlfriend, a wife, and a confidant. And so that what you saying? The confidant is hey, what you doing today? What's your feelings? What you want to do in the next 5 years? That girlfriend is I'm just gonna smash whatever. Sometimes he might be looking for her and her at the same time.
Well, you know what's funny? When my husband and I were first dating, every morning I would send him like affirmation or like a motivational
You fuck with his head.
little phrase or whatever.
That's what he needs.
You know what I'm saying? You know, whatever. And it kind of stopped, as the time went on or whatever. So the other day, I had called him and there were issues, like I said, we in the process of moving, right? So it's a lot of frustrations going on with this not being on, this not being in place, a lot of stuff. So I'm calling him and I'm like, this ain't being done, X, Y, Z, and he's like, babe, I'm at work.
You know what though?
And it's a physical job. You know what I mean? It's a physical job. He's like, I'm at work. He was like, one time you used to send me motivation. You ain't mess with me during the day. If you call to check on me. Now you calling me with stuff that I can't even solve the problem.
Listen, you was not his piece. Exactly. You wasn't his piece at the time.
I'll call you back.
At that time you weren't
peace. I him the whole day, and I was like, you know what? He right.
How many women say that?
Right. Because you know how he operates. You know.
Because when he gets home from work, he has an hour. He has an hour to get himself.
Stop it right there. Thank you.
I said on
my God.
Okay,
but I hate to get excited. No, right. I hate to get excited. She breaking it down.
Everybody needs that downtime. From what they were dealing with. Tonight you got to deal
so
with
when you come in your house with the arguing, with the whatever, what you doing, you do. Every man needs that downtime.
Well, the women need it too.
That's true.
Because it's just like, it's the same thing with the husband, the boyfriend, the children. Exactly. When they come at you like, wait, hold, baby, I'm not ready for this right now. Let me escalate from what I was dealing with there, so I can deal with you. You deal with everybody.
We don't get that because I can come home, like you said. I can come home.
What's for dinner?
You know what I'm saying? And that's it. You know what I mean? Either what's for dinner or man, I got to take care of this. I got to take care of that. Like the whole day at home, I'm trying to figure out. The whole day I'm working. I'm like, okay, this is for dinner. This is for dinner. I need to go grocery shopping. I gotta get this laundry in. You know what I'm saying? My mind working 1,000 times a minute, and then what I'm doing is, like I said, his job is physical, my job is mental. But I'm calling him trying to put it on him, but he's like, I can't take that because this job
is physical and mental at the same time.
And I'm telling you, and I was married for 14 years, and one of the things is the question just came up that said, what makes a man emotionally unavailable? It's all about timing, and that's what you were talking about, and you were talking about. It's about timing. Some things you can bring now. Some things
Yeah.
you're gonna have to wait till the right moment.
Right.
And I used to tell women, like, we sitting on the couch and you know what I'm saying, you stroking my balls or something. That's when you want to ask me to do
Yeah.
something.
You get anything. You get anything.
But you got that big booty too.
It's all about
Got that big
timing.
booty too.
It's
Shit.
all, listen, it's every,
You
it's
hearing
all
it?
about
You hear
timing.
you? All about fucking time.
It's all about time.
Don't do that shit on a basketball game.
But you don't come. We done argued about something. And
Now you wanna
well,
talk.
this what you need to do.
Right.
This, that,
I ain't
and
hear
that.
that.
I'm a bow up.
Oh, yeah.
It's the same with the female.
But put his balls in your
I'ma
hand
find
like
other
this.
stuff.
He
Right.
got this.
I'ma-
You right.
We gonna find other
That's
stuff
why
to
your
do.
mama
You
ugly.
know what I'm saying? We're gonna find
But
other
see,
stuff to do.
very simple.
But other than that, if you know you got a man
Very
that deals
simple.
with one of my love languages is words of affirmation. If you don't appreciate some shit I did, I don't care if it's
You
small
bring
up
or some
shit.
big shit.
You bring up
You'll
shit.
never get to the big.
You never.
Let's go to Costa Rica.
Yeah,
shit
you'll never.
if you
never.
don't appreciate
don't
this
think
guy.
about
the little thing I
That
did.
$30 tank of
Look.
gas I just bought you. I ain't had shit.
That's it.
That
But
was my
hold up,
last
but hold up.
$30.
I'm
We
glad
are
you,
simple.
And I
I'm
put
glad
it
you
in
brought
your
that
gas
up.
tank.
I know I ain't the host, but I'm gonna ask you this
Oh,
here.
it's coming.
Why do you look for praise and the person is not giving you praise and you gonna throw it in their face? Well, you ain't praising it. You know,
It's our
sometimes, huh?
It's not about praise.
No, I've heard people say
I got
you
it.
didn't even
Let
say
me get
this.
this.
You
Let
could
me
have
get
said
this.
it.
Tell you
You could.
another one.
Or
You
when
know,
you know some, might say something. Oh, thank you for doing that for me.
Mhm.
And but they want bigger words out of it. They want you to go on and on. They want you to tell somebody else what they did. You know that can
maybe he's
create a problem.
Well, maybe he's communicating to you that he wants more.
His ego's strong.
He want every man and woman wants.
Well, hold on, I got
But like you said,
Every-
his love language is words of affirmation.
Right. Every
Right.
person
He needs
is
that.
different.
He
He
needs
needs
that.
every-
That's what he.
That he
his
needs.
We are
love
simple.
language is.
Every
We are
person.
simple.
But
no,
y'all,
this
all
is
these
people
things
in
ain't
general.
simple that we
But hold
talking
on,
about.
hold
It
on,
is
hold on,
very
hold on.
simple.
That's
Every
very simple.
hold on.
That's
That's
Every
your
person,
love language.
It's
every
very simple.
person,
He just told you.
man or woman, every person has an emotional bank.
Yeah.
If you haven't filled it,
There you
you're
Talk
going to come up deficient when you try to pull something from it. And so what that man is saying is that, okay, you might have said thank you, but I was looking for a little bit more because I put in a little bit more to
Right.
what I did for you. It's all the same way around. If you know that your way to a person's to you show affection is cooking a great meal. When that plate hit the table, that man don't have no idea what it took for you to go get the groceries. Somebody cut you off in traffic. Somebody, you know what I'm saying? The debit card didn't work. You had to go to the bank, come back to the grocery store.
Right.
He don't know none of that. All
Right.
he sees is a plate of food.
Uh-huh.
So if you and he say, "Thank you, baby, this is real good," and in your head you like, "Well, you don't know what I went
But
through."
you get that.
To
Right.
this plate right
Right.
here. And so he's not even scratching the surface of what he needs to do to say thank you or show thank you when it comes.
It's all about a communication thing too. You might at that time be like, let him eat, let him come to himself. It's like, you know what, baby? When I went to the store to get that plate, boom, boom, boom. You give him
But
examples.
see, I don't even, and that's the thing. It's not even about.
I know
to me,
what
it's not
you're saying,
me.
but
Like to me,
not
my
at that
love
time.
language. My love language is acts of service. That's my love language. Acts of service. I like stuff to be done for me. You know what I'm
Like
saying?
calling him at his job.
No, not like that. I'm saying like I like.
Don't make
things
him
to
mad.
be
You
done.
don't call it skeezer. You don't
Man, I
agree
call
with
me
him.
a
You
skeezer.
don't agree with him.
I thought we were boys,
I've
man.
seen it over here.
I thought we were boys,
Keep
man.
it
I
real,
thought we were
Jermaine.
boys.
I keep it real and shit. I
That's
tell
right,
you,
man.
man.
He sure did.
I see.
He's also telling how old he is. I ain't
does.
heard nobody say
He's
skeezer.
a fucking long time. I didn't say skeezer.
I say scallywag.
Scallywag. Hold it.
What's the hell?
Scallywag.
I call it scallywag.
I thought he was about to say hussy.
Jezebel.
You hussy?
Yeah, that's it.
Shit, damn, man.
You just keep it real, man. That's
Let's
all.
keep it real.
You
We
know,
keep it real, bro.
It's a catch-22. It was a catch-22 for me. When you grow up a tomboy and you got
Oh,
all these
excuse
men
me,
around
sir.
you and everything.
See, that's what
I
I'm
know
talking
I do it for myself. I knew how to check my oil. I knew how to change the tire.
Okay.
I knew how to do all that. So,
So-
I got it. Hold on. Wait a minute. I'm gonna do it. I got it. I go. You know what I mean? And it was like, okay, you dealing with these men who need to be needed, and I'm like, I don't need you. I can change my own tire. I don't need you. I can do this for myself.
There you
I
go.
don't need you. I can do
There
this
you
or
go.
whatever. So then, when you got like right before I came here, my husband was like, let me check your oil. You know what I mean? You got gas in the car. You know, I have not, since we've been married, some dating dating. I have not put gas in the car. I have not rotated a tire. I have not taken my car to precision tune,
Now,
my
here's the
minor key, or anything or whatever, because he takes care of that. That's what he does. He takes care of that. That's his, like he said, that's my job.
And you're gonna have a lot of women gonna say, now, oh girl, what did you do to get that?
His daddy did.
But again, that goes back to where how he was raised.
That's
to
how
say,
he was raised.
This is how
That's how.
this is how I raised. This is what I do to show my appreciation.
Exactly. Yeah.
Everyone has a different way to show their appreciation. You got to learn that personal appreciation. Yeah. Somebody like, look, I might like, hey, rub my back for 10 minutes. You can get any fucking thing you want.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying?
But Black
Simple.
Rose, okay,
Simple.
as you
Simple.
being the male that's married, what made you say she's it for me? I'm gonna make her my wife.
The way she communicated, the way she got to know me. She
had his balls.
That's another story. That came about. Fuck that.
You ain't going nowhere.
Fuck. All this busting
And communication. Woo! You ain't going nowhere.
Ain't going nowhere.
I'm gonna say, woo!
But when she did something no woman tried to do, she tried to figure me out. She tried to read me through the music that I listen to the way I raised my child. You know, my conviction, what I stand up for. She once said, I've been in the church. I know